Altcoin season is not canceled. We just need to be a little bit more patient. In this video, we're going to go through that, why my thesis is that altcoin season is not canceled. We're on the cusp of our bags blowing up. It's just going to take a little bit. A little bit different filming setup here. I'm actually on vacation in Miami, hence why I haven't posted a video for a couple days, but I wanted to get this to you guys out. Wanted to get this out to you guys because I'm really pumped about it. I've been going through all the charts. I know there's a lot of things going on in the crypto market today. Wanted to break it all down for you, but before we get started, welcome back to the channel. For those that are new here, my name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my investing journey. We're just going to jump right into it. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to make this the quickest, most efficient 10 minutes of your day. If you get any value out of this, please, please, please hit the like button, subscribe. It means so much more to me than you know, and it's going to pump more crypto-related content to you in the YouTube algorithm. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Bitcoin, we're on the 4-day chart, down to 95.9. This has kind of been flirting, 96, 97 throughout the whole afternoon. Earlier today, we actually cracked 100K for just a few minutes, like I think a little bit less than an hour. And then some news came out. That is not the discussion of this video, though. The discussion of this video, or the thesis, the topic of this video, is when altcoin season. Just give me a minute or two to kind of build out the thesis and where we're at right now, because we need to talk about that before we can talk about where we are going. Okay, so Bitcoin's down a little bit for this day. We've kind of been in this downward sloping channel. These are not perfect lines, but we've kind of just been going down, right? And there's a lot going on in the market right now, right, with just different geopolitical events, right? I don't want to get too much into the weeds on that. YouTube typically doesn't like when I do that, but we've kind of just been hanging out in this downwards channel, right? We come up to the top of it, we kind of fall back. Hopefully we don't go down. The bottom of this channel is right around 90K, and that kind of seems to be an area that we've been hanging out on. I'm going to switch this over to the daily chart, and we can actually take this line here and just draw it. Obviously, I'm going to adjust this. But if we move this to 90K, we've kind of been in this area, right? Low 90s. So I don't expect that we're going to go below 90, but if we did, it also wouldn't be all that surprising, right? I think sometimes it's best for us to just zoom out, right? It's so easy to get lost in the day-to-day. Bitcoin's had a pretty good run-up, right, since end of 2022. So, okay, we're going to just quickly look at the fear and greed index. 44 for the day. Yesterday, it was right around 49. Last week, life was a little bit better before some of these geopolitical events went on. This is the weekly chart for the crypto bubbles, and it's a bloodbath, right? These are all the alts that we're talking about. And I'm going to tell you or share my thoughts and my opinions, right? Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to tell you why I think this is going to come back. But we're talking about blood in the streets, virtuals, an awesome project, down 44% for the week, right? That means it needs to almost 2x or go 100% just for it to get back to where it was. Atom down, ICP, I'm actually going to make a dedicated video on ICP here within the next few days. DOT is down 20%, 26%, Uniswap down 23%, Bonk, right? Memes in general have been getting beaten up. So, right, there's blood in the streets. There's kind of no way around it, but there is absolute blood in the streets right now. Okay, so today, why do we have a little bit of a bump? Well, the reason that Bitcoin hit 100K is, let's click on Tyler's tweet here. This is Tyler with Investing. You guys obviously know him. Great channel, both on YouTube and Twitter. The unemployment rate came back lower than expected. So this was good, right? The forecast was 4.1%. We hit 4.0%, right? That just means less people are unemployed than what the expectations told us. And Bitcoin responded favorably to that earlier today, right? We just looked at this. We said Bitcoin flirted, oh my gosh, come on, flirted with 100K this morning, right? So flirted with that 100K before we came back down. So that was good, right? Good piece of data. The tough thing is we only added 143,000 jobs when we projected to add 169. So this came back lower than expected. And I really liked this chart here, right? This shows job growth or jobs added every month all the way back to January 2021. And you can see this is downsloping, right? This is kind of going down to the right. Although we've continued to add jobs, it's been at a lower rate. And because of this, this is affecting Bitcoin. Now, the part of the thesis of this video is Bitcoin dominance. Right now, we're at about 62%, right? 61.95. We got all the way up to 64%. I want you guys to look at this chart. Now, this is on the monthly, okay? This top line right here, this is at 60%. This bottom line is right around 40, okay? I'm going to move it up a little bit, right at 40%. And since 2018-ish, we've kind of just been going more or less up and down into this channel, right? A couple years ago, we bounced out in the low 40s. Now we jumped all the way up to the high 60s. If we look at this diagonal line, this kind of creates a little bit of a channel from the 2021 cycle, right? In that cycle, we got all the way up to 73%. Here is why I do not think we are going back to 73% dominance. A, more stable coins have been introduced, right? That means more capital now sits in stable coins compared to the 2021 cycle. So that takes up some of the cryptocurrency market cap. Other than there just being more stable coin volume or money, there's also just more alts than there were, right? I think I saw a number, or like 3 or 4 times the amount of tokens that were in peak 2021. So that is why I do not think altcoin dominance is going higher. I actually think we hit the peak just last week. I do not think we're going to go above 64% again in this cycle. Now, this is really, really, really important, okay? I'm going to bust out the marker for this. Look at this one candle right here, okay? This is April 2021. This was the first peak, right, in the bull cycle of the 2021, right, bull cycle. The dominance dropped from 61% dominance all the way down to 50%. So that means dominance dropped 10% in 1 month. And then the following month, it dropped from about 50%. We had a wick all the way down to 40%. So put that differently, in 2 months, the Bitcoin dominance dropped from 60% to 40%. And that means money went from Bitcoin to alt cycles. These 2 months right here, altcoins were absolutely running. And the other thing that this candle shows is it's quick, right? This can literally just happen in a month or two. So if you don't have skin in the game, again, this is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. But what happens if we had alts drop, in 1 month, or Bitcoin dominance drop in 1 month down to here, down to 50%. And then it hung out for a little bit. And then the next month, it dropped all the way down to 40%. Guys, alts would fly. Just to put this into perspective, in March, right? Remember March when alts were flying? We had a little bit of a mini alt season this March. Well, this is March. We were at approximately 54% in March. If we were to drop down from 60 to 50, your alt bags would be just as high, if not higher, compared to March. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I think alt season is not canceled. We just need to wait a little bit, okay? And I'm going to tell you why here in just a sec. This is the advanced decline index. The simplest way to interpret this is, are more tokens going up or down compared to Bitcoin? There's a little bit more nuance to it, but this is looking at the top 100 tokens. This is on Benjamin Cohen's Into the Cryptos site. Look, guys, since 2022, this has been going straight down, right? It's been almost 3 years since the top 100 tokens have been going straight down. Again, the advanced decline index is a little bit more nuanced than that, but since then, Bitcoin's been going up, right? And this is the logarithmic chart. The other thing that I want to look at, this is the altcoin season index. Right now, we're at 38, right? 38.3. Historically, for us to be in alt season, we need to be above 75. We hit that momentarily for like a week in December of this year, right? This is before the rate cuts were changed, right? So in December, before December 16th, there was expected to be 4 rate cuts in 2025. The Fed has since peeled that back to 2 in 2025, and that's why alts kind of crashed here. So before we keep going, this is me on YouTube. Just want to say thank you so much. I finally hit 2K subs, and this was kind of a surprise because I haven't posted a video for a couple days. So really just want to appreciate all of your guys' support. It means a lot, and honestly, this is why I do it. I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, this is me. If you guys are getting any value out of this, like, subscribe, do all the things. Also, down below is my BTCC link. You guys can get up to a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. Up to 10 Gs, right? Up to 10 racks. Also get big discounts on trading fees. This is a no KYC, no VPN. And guys, you can do stupid leverage on ETH, Bitcoin, Solana, up to 500x leverage. So I'm going to leave my link down below, BTCC, up to a 10% bonus. They are a partner of the channel, so if you sign up with them, it also helps me out as well. Okay, guys, this is the total crypto market cap excluding the top 10 tokens. This is also called others if you look it up on TradingView, and we've been since 2022-ish, 2023-ish, we've kind of just been in a straight line, and we've since bounced off this trend line. I kind of expect we're going to continue to follow this up, but here's the take home that I want you to see from this. We have not reached others, which is all of crypto excluding the top 10. We have not reached the levels that we did in late 2021. We almost hit $500 billion at the peak 2021. Guys, right now we're half of that. We're at 256 billion. So we've still got a ways to go. When you look at this in comparison with the Bitcoin dominance, I really think there's still a lot of juice in the tank. I'm not suggesting this is going to go on forever, right? I do believe in the 4-year cycle. I do think at some point Bitcoin will experience a pretty sizable retracement, but I think that's going to be 2026, okay? The other thing I wanted to show here was the Discord. I have absolutely nothing to sell you. This is a free Discord. We're calling out new videos, early videos, new projects. I'm going to send a link of this down below as well. Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about. We've talked about the Fed balance sheet numerous times. We speak about it probably ad nauseum at this point, but this is another reason why I do not think alt season is canceled. So the blue line is the Fed balance sheet. The orange line is total 3. That's all of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so we can see when the Fed started increasing their balance sheet, total 3 flew, right? It absolutely went up. When the Fed increases their balance sheet with mortgage-backed securities and treasury bonds, alts flew. Right now, the Fed is decreasing their balance sheet, right? They're continuing to decrease, and crypto not doing so well. I suspect in March, the Fed is going to stop quantitative tightening. The next FOMC meeting, March 9th, that is when I think they announce it. And I think they announce it for a lot of the reasons that we talked about today. Part of which is we're not adding as many jobs as we thought we were, right? You guys look at this. We are in a continuous downtrend, right? The rate at which we're adding new jobs is slowing. Also, kind of a little fun fact with this, a lot of the jobs that we have been adding have been because they've been government jobs, right? I suspect we're going to stop increasing the amount of government jobs, i.e. government jobs aren't going to prop this non-farm payrolls number up. So last thing I want to look at, this is the Fed reverse repo, right? This is a metric that we use to show how banks flush liquidity into the system. And just look right here, right? Once the reverse repo number starts coming up here, Bitcoin starts flying, right? This is Bitcoin versus the overnight reverse repo number. So this number starts to go up, Bitcoin starts to increase, and then once we start coming down, Bitcoin starts to also go down. Now, there's more factors at play here, right? You can say like, well, why'd Bitcoin go up here? Well, part of this, or excuse me, right here, was some events that happened in November, right? I'm trying not to get too political because I don't want anything to happen to this YouTube video. So we're going to track this. The take home is the Fed reverse repo, it's starting to increase, right? So that's kind of where we're at now. Guys, if you got any value out of this, consider hitting like and subscribe. It actually does mean a lot to me, your guys' support. I want to know, what do you guys think? Is alt season canceled, or do we still have more juice in the tank? I read all of the comments. Literally every comment that I read that's posted, I read. Let me know. I genuinely am curious. Also, if you made it this far in the video, let me know, what are you guys doing this weekend? All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.